Welcome to Lagniappe, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Cory Crowe. I'm here today with Dr. Mark Ross Clark and Ron Ulen, who are joining us today to talk about the production of Fiddler on the Roof. And Mark, welcome back. You've been over in London and back for the summer, former ULM professor.
Yes. Thank you, Cory. It's great to be back here.
Well, it's good to see you back, and you've brought in a bunch of former ULM students and staff and Strauss Theater people to pull off a production of Fiddler on the Roof.
That's right. We're going to be performing this weekend, the show, and we have professionals who've come from all over. Ron Ulen actually came from Germany a couple days ago to perform again. He's performed here many times, and we have Allan Glassman, who sung at the Metropolitan Opera for 30 years, and this has been his dream his entire life, is to sing, his entire career is to sing Fiddler on the Roof, the Tevye part, the lead part in Fiddler on the Roof.
Ron, you're currently on the faculty at Texas State University in San Marcos, and you also are all over the world singing. How do you know Dr. Clark, and how do you end up in Monroe, Louisiana from Germany?
Well, Mark and I met at a convention of the National Opera Association, probably I think it was about 25 years ago, and just knew a lot of the same people. Got to talking about how we can expose more people to opera because it's our passion, and we decided to maybe try something here in Monroe, and that was the start of the thing. And I think since then we've done 12 or 14 productions here over the years.
You said the opera world is a small world.
It is indeed. A lot of it's a kind of a close-knit community. It's a tough business to get into, and once you get into it, you develop relationships and follow the ups and downs of everybody.
Mark, tell me a little bit about this production. You've brought in some professionals in, and you've mixed them in with former students. Mm-hmm. Talk to me just about the learning experience. I always found I was a musician, and as I played with better people, I got better.
That's right. I think this is something that the students can't learn out of their books, in their classes. So we have actually present ULM students in this cast as well. And so they see the way the professionals rehearse, the way they go about it. The professionals have a lot of fun. Because rehearsal is about 80% of what we do. Performance is not very large percentage. So they see what it takes to prepare and put it together. And so that is a very strong lesson for them.
I want to ask you, Ron, you are a professor. You get to go around and work with folks all over the world. Mm-hmm. How are we doing in Monroe? What's the state of opera here with the Louisiana Opera?
I think we're doing great here. We've exposed a lot of people to it over the years, and my whole thing is you just go and experience one time, and sometimes you need to experience it twice because it's like ice cream. You eat ice cream and you have chocolate for your first taste. It's maybe not your taste, but the second time around you have a chocolate mint. Man, that's it. And so you find what your direction is.
Mark, I want to ask you about opera a little bit. A lot of people's opera knowledge may stop at Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Right.
This one's in English, right?
Well, yeah, and Fiddler on the Roof is one of the great music scores, and it's got some great singing music, but also the words to it, the lyrics to it are magnificent, and it's very, very funny. The characters are really great. And so even though, is it thought of as an opera or is it a musical theater piece, it's hard to say. And in Germany, we did it as a mixed bag. Yeah. Anna Tefka was called. In German, we did it. It's been performed in probably 70 languages around the world. It's universal message. But this is a way to show that doesn't matter if it's opera. Try not to classify it one or the other because it's got everything, really.
Ron,
Dancing even.
Tell me a little bit about Fiddler on the Roof. For the folks that don't know, give me the 2-minute synopsis of Fiddler on the Roof and your character. Tell me a little bit about your character.
Okay, well, the story of Fiddler is a small village of Jewish residents, and they've at some point towards the end of they're watched over by the Russians. At the end of the opera or the end of the musical, they're actually escorted out and advised to leave now, or you will have some serious problems. So it's kind of relative to today's time.
Yeah.
My characters, I'm an older butcher who's lost his wife to a disease, and I'm trying to. It was the time of matchmaking, so I was talking to the father of a young woman who comes into my butcher shop every week, and I said, I really like her. Maybe we can make a match. And we think we make a match, drink on it.
Make a deal,
But
yeah.
then a younger, more, or the daughter that I think I'm going to marry finds a younger man, and it's
Yeah.
I lose out, and they're happy. They get married. But it's a fun piece, but the ending is very sad, depressing, tragic, but it just kind of makes us think. Hopefully it will make us think.
That's what it's all about. Mark, I want to ask you about show times for this production.
All right, so on the 18th, Saturday night, it's 7:30 p.m. is the curtain time, although we don't have a curtain. Sunday matinee is 2 o'clock.
And then you've got some special VIP tickets. Tell me about that.
Yeah, the VIP tickets can be reserved. They're $25 for down front tickets, and they can be reserved by just writing me via email, smallcasemclark@ulm.edu, and you can reserve your tickets. All tickets will be purchased, though, at the door.
And if you do that for the Sunday show, there's a reception following?
That's right, a reception following at the Biedenharn Museum that follows with the cast and those who have the VIP tickets.
That's Ron Ulen and Dr. Mark Ross Clark with us today on Lagniappe. Again, Fiddler on the Roof, Saturday at 7:30, Sunday at 2. You can get tickets at the door. You can also find out more about the show on our website at KEDM.org.